Unit 9B, unit vectors. What is a unit vector? A unit vector is a vector that has a length of 1. So how do you calculate a unit vector for any vector? Well, you have to divide that vector by its magnitude. So this new vector, which would have a length of 1, would be pointing in the same direction as vector v, the original vector, but now would have a magnitude length of 1. Find a unit vector in that direction of the given vector. Example. For vector with components 3, 4, what would be the unit vector for this vector? Step 1 is to find the magnitude of the vector, which is just using the Pythagorean theorem. And you should know that it's a 3, 4, 5 triangle. So the length of the vector, the magnitude of the vector is 5. Plug it into the formula. So the vector v is 3, 4 in component form. The magnitude of the vector, as you see up here, is at the bottom of the fraction. So what I'm doing here is putting it right here and just saying it's 1/5 because the vector magnitude is 5. So it's 1/5. Distribute that 1/5 and you get the unit vector. And it's going to be 3/5 and 4/5. Example B. You have a vector with component form 1/4 and 2/3. This will require more math and more arithmetic, but it follows the same procedure as, for example, A. Let's find the magnitude of the vector. By doing the Pythagorean theorem, plug in the x, the A value, the B value, or you could say the x and the y. Square 1/4, square 2/3, get an answer. So it's going to equal to square root of 1/16 added to 4/9. We need a common denominator. Multiply the first fraction by 9, top and bottom. Multiply a second fraction by 16, top and bottom. The answer is going to be 9 over 144 plus 64 over 144. Add those up. Now that you have a common denominator. Square root of 73 over 144. Take the square root of 144. It's 12. So this is going to be square root of 73 over 12. That is the magnitude of the vector. We're going to go back to what we did here, which is the formula. So the unit vector will now be, here's the actual vector in component form. Here's where we're going to put 1 over the vector, the magnitude of the vector, which is going to be 1 over square root of 73 over 12. Put the 12 on top. So it's going to be 12 over square root of 73. Distribute. Best way to do this is divide 12 by 4 is 3 over square root of 73 for the x component. 3 goes into 12, 4, and then 4 times 2 is 8. 8 over square root of 73 would be the y component. And we're done.